Hello and welcome back to Games Over Explained. We are back to kingdoms and castles in our settlement of Worthington. In the previous episode, we just kind of worked on expanding out our residential areas as well as food. So we're just kind of just playing the game as it comes to us, you know. I still haven't spent a ton of time playing this game yet, so I'm still getting familiar, still getting my bearings. So let's take a look at where we're at here. One thing I did learn is from our previous expeditions is that we're probably going to want to continue to develop our defensive capabilities. So let's take a look. What was our inhibiting factor on training swordsmen? It was not having a blacksmith. So let's take a look here. We've got our granary, our tavern, and I think what we were working on is kind of expanding and pushing back this wilderness over here. So let's continue that trend now. Let's mark these guys here as choppable. That should give us some space. And let's see if we can track down the blacksmith. I think it'll probably under industry. Yes. Okay. So I'm thinking clear the trees here first. So we could actually put the blacksmith here. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's clear these trees out. And hopefully these folks, let's speed it up just a little bit. This game definitely speeds differently than going medieval. Gladiator Winters was killed by wolves. Yeah, we got to deal with the wolf problem. Can be killed by soldiers. So we will have to try and get these trees back and deal with the wolf problem in the near future. But for now, let's go ahead and go to our industry and pop in our blacksmith. Let's make sure this is facing the right direction. How do we want this to face? That looks good right there. Let's go ahead and drop that in. And that will give us the ability to start building blacksmith tools, which we don't currently have. And we will be able to use that to start training some more soldiers in the future. So let's look at our advanced town. We did build a clinic and we built a library last time. I do think that they wanted a church, but we did not get to that just yet. So I think that's probably something else that we could maybe take a look at today. How big is this thing? Quite large. Must be on flat land, sire. Okay, well, its area of effect is a little underwhelming all the way over here. So maybe we'd have to move our granary to be able to do it here. What if we just tucked it in there? Let's see. Can we put this over here? Too far away from roads. Well, that's not a no. So what if we... Looks like our AoE is good there. So let's go ahead and actually build a road out. We'll be able to tuck our church in right here. And I think that should do the trick. And then we'll grab our road and just bring it across like that. And that should take care of that. And that's over on the very fertile area next to the water, but that's all right. Let's take a look at what our options are here for castle. We are able to customize it quite a bit. We could do things like moats and stone gates. So I'm thinking maybe in the future we'll try and wrap or encapsulate some of our area with the wall. And hopefully that will take care of that. Let's see what we're doing over here. I did see a pop-up actually a little while ago. Let's see. People visited our kingdom, but none saw fit to stay. Could we make life more pleasant for the peasants? Well, let's look at our happiness, because it is kind of not fantastic. And let's see who's the most unhappy. These guys are unhappy. Why? They dislike the iron mine. Well, not a lot we can do there. Oh, we have somebody with the plague. Oh, they're good. Oh, good thing our health care in Worthington is quite good, because we've had quite a bit of trouble with plague in the past, and hopefully we won't continue to have that issue. What's in here? Let's see. Store goods and drop off for transport, pier, bridge. So you can build a pier. Interesting. That is very cool. So it does look like we still don't have enough people for everything, and that all still will come back to general happiness. So let's kind of poke around at our individual houses here. Is there anything we can build that would be good for happiness? Let's look. Advanced town. So we could do a fountain, but it requires a reservoir. And I don't think we have a reservoir, right? Doesn't look like it. I don't remember building one anyway, so maybe that's not gonna be what we can do, but maybe we could do like a garden. Let's see. A nice, quiet, and happy place for villagers to stroll through. Bonus happiness if irrigated. Bonus happiness if placed adjacent to other gardens. Travel speed is slower than normal roads, but faster than nothing. So we could put a garden down, and that would increase their happiness. Let's see. We could put it there, which covers a fair amount of houses. It's not the best, but it is a few. It almost would be better if we could get it there. We could move the well. Let's see. Let's pop over to town and move the well here, and then we will come over here to the garden. It's in advanced town, and put that there, and that will allow people to cross through, and it'll keep continue to have access to the well that's over here should we need it. Our happiness is up right now. It's getting there anyway, so hopefully in the future we'll be able to... One of the peasants died in a stone cutting accident. Oof. Hopefully we'll be able to continue growing that happiness. We're still trying to figure things out here, so stick with us. Only one found a satisfactory home. Okay. Well, we have lots and lots of houses. I mean, it stinks that this iron mine is here, but what am I supposed to do? There's iron right here, guys. I mean, we gotta do something with it. So it looks like we're creating more charcoal. I think we're good on charcoal. I mean, we've got a decent stockpile going on over here. Like a really decent stockpile, actually, which is really nice. So let's keep pushing this way. Our problem is that we have this wolf den that we can't really get too close to because they will kill people. Will eat anything that comes near except peasants that work at a forester. Oh, that's nice. So at least we don't really, we're not losing out too hard on it. I guess we'll just wait until we have enough blacksmith tools so we can train up some soldiers. Yeah, let's try that out. All right, so it looks like our advisors finally have something to say, so let's see. Good day, sire. That's really good, thank you. Sir, some quarries have no place to store their stone. Work is halted. We need more stockpiles. Interesting. Okay, so it looks like we are gonna need more stockpiles. Isn't that what this is? Yes. We're not really full. I wonder if it's just because it's far away. That seems possible. We've got quite a lot of people at the quarry. Can't store any more stone. Need a stockpile. Is there a range on them? Let's see. No, it just looks like maybe we don't have enough people. Well, we could put a stockpile over towards this side of town. That's not an issue. I think that would be extremely useful. Sorry, I'm looking for this, trying to remember where it is. Let's see. Here it is, right? Yeah, okay. So let's just put like a little stockpile over here, tuck it right up here against this water access, and hopefully that will give us the opportunity to store some more stuff. And since it's closer to the stonemason, maybe it'll be, or the stoneworks, maybe it'll be a little more convenient for them. So we are almost there on the blacksmith tools. We do have a dead person. We need to get a cemetery, and what does that entail? Let's see. I think that's under advanced town. Cemeteries. We need a cemetery caretaker first. Caretakers maintain cemeteries and help by burying the recently departed. So maybe we'll run out a road over here. Let's see. How big are you? Not terribly. So maybe we'll put the cemetery caretaker over towards the quarry, just because it's on the edge of town. Is there a better place on the edge of town? We know we want to build more farms over here, and this area is kind of a no-go until we figure out this wolf issue. So I guess the best area right now would be over here by the quarry. So let's go into advanced town, build our cemetery caretaker. Let's make sure it's facing the road. I think like that. Does that look right? That looks like the front, but it's... All right, well, it counted it, so we'll let it do its thing here. Now let's go ahead and mark some of these trees for chopping, just to push back the wilderness a little bit. Since we are starting to develop this way, it would probably behoove us to get some of the get some of these guys taken care of. We do have some empty cave. Okay. We got tons of space to expand up here. I would like to try and start pushing it back a little bit so we can start building more housing and things like that. I guess we'll have to continue to build city services and things like that, because in the future, they're not going to have access to some of the benefits that a lot of these people closer to the keep have. Let's see what we have here. Viking raiders may be coming. Let's fortify as best we can. Yep, I'm working on it. Oh, looks like we could train a swordsman squad. Whoa, there we go. Okay. No staff to train new soldiers. I wonder if I have to set the priority first for military training. We don't have enough people to be able to do that right now, so I guess we'll just keep generating. Oh, there they go. There's people going in there. I'm not really sure what they're doing, but it seems like they are going in there, so maybe we'll just cancel the pending training, and maybe we'll just build some more archer towers for now. This seems like a good solution to this issue. So for now, let's add another castle block over here, just like we did on this side. And we will add a archer tower on top of it, like we did previously. And then let's probably also drop an archer tower right here. This is the stockpile, so let's go ahead and take a castle block, drop it in there, and then we're just going to take an archer tower and drop it in on top of it, and that will provide some protection for this area over here. Just got to keep beefing up our security, you know. I think that that was really what kind of got us on the dragon attack last time, was that we just didn't have enough protection. So let's see, we could build a road straight over this way like this. And then I can tuck an archer tower back here. So we're going to do that, drop you there, and that should give us some space to be able to... Did I build this church wrong? I did. That is not convenient access right there. I guess we're going to go ahead and demolish it, and then I'll do advanced town. Ooh, what did I grab? Not what I wanted to grab at all. I don't even know what that was. Let's see. Let's pop over to church, and then I should be able to take it and rotate it so that it's facing the correct way and build it like that. That should get us taken care of. And then basically from this line over will be food, but everything to the left can continue to develop and expand as necessary. So that adds another archer tower, another archer tower. We've got loads of archer towers in this town right now, and probably not enough people to support it, if I had to guess. 12 out of 12. So where are we pulling from? Fishing industry, miners. Yeah. Well, let's continue. None could find a home. Our city is full. Excellent. All right. Well, that's exactly what I wanted to hear, because we need a justification for more than anything for building out a little bit. So let's expand out our city this way. There's a rock there, so we'll only be able to come across like this. But for now, let's see, we could do some cottages. Let's do a cottage there and a cottage there. And that should provide us with a few more houses. That way we don't have to worry about it. It looks like they're still in the range, it looks like, for the well that we currently have, but we are starting to push it a little bit, so maybe we'll look at that in a little bit. For the advanced town, we are being invaded. So let me finish this real quick. I want to drop in a cemetery. It looks like they're all just different shapes, maybe? We'll deal with that here in a second. Where are Vikings at? Here they come. Let's see, where are they gonna land? Same place they did last time? No, they're over towards the quarry area. So hopefully our new archer towers will take care of them. That would be ideal. That way we can get them taken care of as quickly as possible and not have to worry about people being carried off like they were previously. Oh, it does look like we have a cemetery here. Excellent. Okay, so I don't even need to build a cemetery. So here they come, and hopefully we'll be able to... Oh, do we have no food? I know it's like epic music going on and like something that I should be paying attention to, but I'm a little concerned about our food situation right now. So maybe we will tackle that in a minute. Let's see how this goes. We do have loads of archers now, so hopefully we'll be able to take them down. They're taking the money, but I think we're gonna finish them before they leave. Yep, we got our money back. All right, this is good. This is good. We were able to finish off the Vikings. Let's see. They have the ships. I don't know if they're gonna come back around. We have a dragon attack in like 1 year too. A lot going on right now. Let's slow down the simulation just a little bit. I don't want to make any major mistakes or anything because we're too busy focusing on Vikings, like the dragon appears or something. All right, well, I was trying to figure out where the Vikings were going, but now apparently we have a dragon sighted, so he is on his way, which is always fun. You can see from his perspective, Worthington, and it looks like quite a town, like a good town that I would want to, you know, try and steal from. I guess that's probably the dragon's objective, maybe to eat people. I'm not really sure, but hopefully we'll be able to do some damage and run them off. They do have a ton of health, which is unfortunate, but we're wearing them out a little bit, so maybe you know, it won't be too bad. He did just completely decimate two of our hovels, which stinks. Of course, now he's in an archer dead zone. That's good. We might need to do some shifting around and put another tower in the center of town, because as it stands, it seems like once he gets to a certain, like the center of the town, that he can kind of do whatever he wants, which is not really what we want. Man, we did a lot of damage and still not enough. That is something. Well, we're working on putting out the fires. That's rubble, so let's rebuild that. Actually, I lied. Let's demolish that, rebuild that, and then I want to put another tower here. Maybe make this one like really tall. I wonder if that has any bearing on the archer's performance, how tall the tower is. I'm not sure. I have to look into that, I think. So it looks like we should be okay. I might need to add another hovel because we may not have enough people in town, and it looks like we're still out of food, which is going to be a major problem in the future. So let's look at food. Let me put one hovel down because we do need to replace the one that we just kind of threw out. So let's tuck this one over here. They're not going to be happy about being next to the stone mine, but that's all right. And then let's work on building our food production up a little more. I think part of the issue is that we're not running our fish production anymore. No, fish industry's going. They have enough people. So maybe we genuinely just need more food, which is fine. We can do that. You guys just hanging out, learning agricultural grandmaster. Okay, interesting. So let's bring this road out just a little more, like that, and we'll just drop in another orchard. We already don't have a ton of orchards. We only have one, really. Oh, I can't put an orchard there because that's not fertile. That stinks. So can I put one across the street from the original one? Yeah, let's just do that. And then we'll also grab a standard run-of-the-mill farm and put it down. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go ahead and connect these two areas here, and then probably put another orchard there. I think the orchards produce more food based on can't be flooded. Yeah, so let's go ahead and put the orchard down like that, and then we will continue to build our separation road that we had kind of talked about, like that. And then this is barren here. Yeah, so this would make sense if we wanted to connect these two roads. This would be the place to do it, and just edge that out like that. And then we can come over here and we can grab, not that. It's a little excessive. Let's see. Actually, do we need another granary? Is that part of the issue? Let's look. Let's see. Our granary, we have 0 of 200, 0 of 200, 0 of 450, 0 of 125. Wow, we really don't have like any food at all. We are trying to fish, but I don't know where they store the fish. This is going to be a major problem. How many days until this is done? There we go. Now everyone should be able to have food, hopefully. Yeah, I mean, it's coming and going pretty quick because we've been growing so much. So let's go ahead and drop in the farm here. I would like to do, let's see, we have 4 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And that should get us like a lot more food. That way we shouldn't have to worry about it in the future, or at least not as much. We are out of food again already, which is insane that we're just burning through food like this. I wonder what our issue at its core is. Some of these guys are really happy. Hungry, my house has no food. Okay, hey, that was Ruby 1 Kenobi again. Look at that, I'm catching up with an old friend. Let's see. I don't know what we can do except for maybe try producing a different kind of food. Need to eat wheat to reproduce. See, the problem with doing any kind of livestock is that we're almost certainly going to need to feed them. So that could be quite problematic for us. Prepares and stores fish. For each fish collected... okay, so maybe we should go ahead and build a fishmonger. I know we had one earlier. We didn't really understand how to use it, but I think maybe now would be a good time to drop it in, and hopefully it will allow us to use our resources a little more efficiently. Since we're already investing in fishing, it sounds like we'll be able to duplicate the food a little bit. So let's bring this road over here like that. And then once the fishmonger is done, we should be able to start pulling in more food from that. How much, is there a way to see how much food these guys are generating? Bump fishing up above library, like at a minimum. Let's try and reevaluate a little bit how we're doing here. We got tons of archers, 1 marketeer, builders are at the top, farmers after. Cemetery can bump down below orchards, so it won't matter. Tax collectors needs to go up. So I'm thinking for now, because we have so much stone, we can go ahead and shut down our quarries and have these folks go help elsewhere, because we are at a bit of a food deficit, and I think it would probably behoove us to force some of these guys to go work elsewhere for now. So we've dropped our quarry workers to 0. And that should take care of that. We have our granary workers, archers, ballista. Let's see, where did we push? We should certainly have more fishing industry now. And then as soon as the fishmonger's done, I think that might fall under fishing industry. Yes, okay. There's a lot more employees there now. I don't know if we need as much iron anymore. How are we doing on iron? Is that iron? Yes. Okay. So, I mean, we're producing a little bit. It's not a ton. It's probably all right to let them keep working. And then our wood is not super fantastic, so we'll probably just leave that. Okay, so they collected the food. I've been sitting here observing this, and they collected the food, and then immediately the food was consumed. So we clearly are just in a major, major food deficit. I'm just going to go ahead and put in some more orchards, because I think that's going to be beneficial to us in the future. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll expand out our road system just a little more. We can fit in some more of the farms here as well. That way we're generating just that much more food, and then we need to probably expand some more housing, because I just saw a notification that once again we didn't have enough space for people to move in. So let's go ahead and grab some cottages over here. Let's flip it like that, drop one in there, and then we should be able to squeeze one here against these trees. And I want to kind of keep this area freed up as much as possible, just so that we don't have any issues in the future. So let's drop you there. If I put a well here, well, we have a well here and it covers all of these houses, so we should be okay. I'd like to clear that out at some point, but we won't be able to right now. Hopefully, once we have added these additional houses, we'll be able to get more food. It seems like right now everyone's really unhappy because of the recent food shortage, and then our tavern is overcrowded, which makes sense. They would want to go out and drink and carry on. So let's actually focus our castle from like here down, because this is all barren, and we'll just keep building out this way. And then from up here, we'll be able to do more of a development. So let's clear some of these trees out for now. I say for now, like I'm gonna let them come back, but no, let's just clear these trees out and get rid of them. That way we have some more space to work with to build some housing complex. We will need to build another tavern as well. Let's see what the folks have to say at the advisory in the keep. So we need more food for winter. Yep, I agree with that. Sir, if you aren't able to improve conditions, no one will want to live in our kingdom. Please make sure people have enough food to eat. I'm working on that. We are unable to stave the dragon's attack. Yeah, that is gonna have to take a back burner for now, unfortunately, because we have a lot of other things going on at the moment that I think are probably pretty important. So let's build a road around the side here like that. And then what we will do is we'll drop a hovel in this corner like that. And then let's grab one of our taverns and let's see, what is their AoE? Yeah, so it's not quite enough. We could put a tavern over here next to the castle on the main drag. That would, let's put it over here because I think that's going to provide a lot more space. And then we will grab some more cottages and throw one down there. And that should provide some of that extra space that we were looking for. I might end up moving our cemetery. Putting it on the water may not have been the best idea. And we're running low on food again. I think there's a market that you can add. Let's see, where was that? Small market. Market workers carry extra food and charcoal to the market to create easy access for heads of household. Market workers carry extra food and charcoal. So looks like it's probably just a difference of how many people it can employ. May not be a bad idea to pluck a market in over here because they are kind of far away from everything else. So it may not be the worst idea to just kind of drop it in and let's see, face it this way. Yeah, let's do that. Let's drop that in there and see kind of how that works. We're still growing, which is good. We have 177 people and 198 beds. Happiness is improving, which is excellent news. Let's take a look. Who's the unhappiest in the whole city? These people. And it's probably because they live next to the iron mine, right? So they want fish and they want meat. Well, all we can provide is fish right now and not a lot of it. But I do think here in the future, what we're going to do is, since we have this area over here, actually, let's go ahead and do it now. We can drop another fishing boat out here, and that should allow us to get access to more fish, which will be more food, more, not really meat, because I think meat is considered separate in this game, but it will give us the opportunity to build more for our fishing. I do actually want to, let's try building one of these piers. Let's see if we can finish out this square area here, and that way we're making the most out of our land. And I think that should do it. We could also, I guess, trim these trees back over here and put fishermen over there instead. Maybe we'll do that. That might have been a waste of wood, but that's all right. We'll use it at some point. We'll just continue to build our fishing along this this edge of the shore here. And it should provide us with lots of opportunity in the future for more fish. So let's drop this here, and that should start building soon. I am going to put a road here and here, maybe? No, I think it only needs one side. Sorry, cancel that one, because it looks like they enter from this side, actually. So we might not even... Yeah, so that would be there, and then over here we would have a road there. And that should take care of the fishing. They are building this pier over here. I want to see what this looks like. Let's take a look here. if they get done. There we go. Well, that's pretty cool. It just literally builds a block on the water. We do have another Viking attack coming up, so hopefully that happens pretty quick and we can be done with it. I think we're doing all right in terms of defense. Maybe I'll put, there's like one block of fertile land here. So here's the market. Yeah, so it looks like they're just bringing in stuff to make it easier for the folks over here to collect it, which is pretty cool. And then we have our new big archer tower in the middle. And I don't know if there's a benefit to building it higher than we were, but hopefully it will cover a little more space, a little more ground or something. That would be ideal. So let's take a look over here. I do want to go ahead and build maybe one more archer tower. 1, 2, 3, like that. And then we'll pop back in over here and plop it on top. And that should give us tons and tons of defense over here. Hopefully if the Vikings come from any random direction, we'll be all right. Looks like we're doing good on fish. Let's see. Let's take a look at these guys while we're waiting. 10 fish caught last year, 11 fish caught last year. Not bad. Let's see where our Vikings are. Oh, they're coming from the farm side, which is much softer in terms of defense. That's not good. It wasn't really what we wanted to see, but maybe it won't be as bad as we think it is. Let's see. Once they get into town, they should start getting hit with the archer tower pretty good. Yep, and there they go. They're burning the whole city down. That's good. Thanks, guys. Oh, at least our food's ready, I guess. Well, we put that out pretty quick. That wasn't bad. Let's see. One of our peasants has died under mysterious circumstances. Died of old age. No one visited this year. Tales of our unsuccessful defense of recent Viking rampages have frightened any visitors away. So maybe we need to like build some sort of wall or something. I think that might be something we need to focus on in a future episode, is just building more defense and kind of understanding more about how this works. Because right now I'm just kind of applying people to a process problem, and I think there's probably more we could be doing in terms of our defense. I think the key to it is going to be training people in the barracks, but let's see what the advisors have to say one last time. Took too long to store the harvest. Yep. Very happy. It means we can tax them. Yes, I like taxing them. Let's fortify. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. All right, well, that's probably a good place to leave it. So this is Kingdoms and Castles. It's just a cute little city builder, kind of medievally. I want to try this game out more. I think I'm probably not playing it as well as I could be, but I would love to learn more about it as I keep, playing it a little more and getting more familiar. And of course, if you guys have any suggestions on how I should play, feel free to leave it in the comments section. If you like this video, please give it a like. And if you want to see more like this in the future, feel free to subscribe. I do release videos at least once a week, and it's a lot of stuff like this, but sometimes we get some cool stuff that I want to try out. So this was Games Over Explained, playing Kingdoms and Castles, and we'll see you next time.